Bum bum ba ba bum ba ba bum ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum ba ba bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum ba ba bum 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 bum. Take it away.
Always happy to contribute to an event that talks about the life-changing research that we're doing at our universities at the moment, which is why I'm here tonight to talk to you about Twitter. That's right, people, the people's champion has arrived. So I work with social media audiences for my PhD, and that means I spend a lot of my time online. And the more time I spend online, the more I'm finding it difficult to juggle my academic persona. Now, as academics, more often than not, we'll be moving between professional and personal personas every day. There's who we are in public, when we're representing our academic brand, and there's who we are in private. And the more time I spend immersed in social media, the more I lose the distinction between the two. And that's because social media has a certain amount of temptations. I work with two social media sites. Twitter, which you've all heard of, and Tumblr, which is an image-centric microblogging site. Now, on both of these sites, you have a lot of what is called shitposting. Now, a shitpost, and it's difficult to explain, but a shitpost is where you put something either totally inane or completely bizarre in order to unravel some of the obscurities of day-to-day life. And the best way I can think of explaining the process of shitposting is, do you know when it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and you've never been able to fully fall asleep, but you're not quite awake either? And in that moment, a thought will enter your head that has absolutely no semblance to any meaning or logic, but that in that moment makes complete sense. So you're like, if bees have such big bums, why don't they have bigger self-esteem issues? What the fuck is a Hufflepuff anyway? Shitposting is putting these 3 AM thoughts on the internet for the world to see. And that's pretty dangerous because I know my potential as a world-class shitposter is there just below the surface, waiting to be tapped. So I have to stop myself from being pulled in by the allures of social media. And what that's done is create a pretty severe distinction between an academic Jessica, who is very composed, very respectful, a little bit nerdy but very droll, and Jess, who it turns out is mostly stupidity and white-hot rage. Now, this is a bred-in-the-bone rage, people. This is a northeastern rage. It comes from a lifetime of having to deal with the Tineway metro service and the fact that even though I come from a city that has the word sun in the name, I never fucking see any. If you're from the northeast, you have to get every last bit of vitamin D that you want, which is why when there's a sunny day, you see people literally running for the coast like it's a military operation. They're like, go, 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 leave the kids! Cheryl, 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 leave the kids! They've got their whole lives, we've got one last chance. Sunny day in the northeast, you'll see more people running for the beaches than you did at Pompeii. So I'm constantly having to rule off these pieces of my personality. And when you're immersed in social media as much as I am on a day-to-day basis, this isn't just tricky, this is a bloody art form, because the internet is there to make you angry. I'll give you an example. I do, for one of my research methods, online observation, which is stalking with academic license. I quickly found out that I needed to introduce another method of inquiry for my research. I needed to speak to the participants one-on-one. And I spent ages trying to figure out how to do this, because there's lots of ethical issues to work around. To the point that I started to go a bit mad. And in this moment of madness, I thought to myself, aha, I know what I'll do. I'll go directly to the source. I will #AskTwitter. So I drafted up a quick question and went something along the lines of, how has social media affected your experience of film? I banged the Ask Twitter hashtag under the end and I sent it out into the wilds. Now 3 seconds after doing this, I realised this was a horrible idea. But it was already out there and I was kind of curious to see what I get back. Now in the next 3 days, I got 5 likes. And likes, in this case, are like a balanced diet in that they're of no use to me. But on the fourth day, I got a notification that I had a reply. I was very excited. Now the kind soul who had replied to me, his name was Barry. And I could tell by a look of his Twitter profile that Barry was an older gentleman. I could tell this because his profile picture was a tomato plant and his autobiographical information was what? Barry had replied to my inquiry about whether social media had changed his experience of film with the answer, no. It's okay because academic Jessica knew what to do at this time. She was going to thank Barry for his contribution. She appreciated that he'd taken time out of his busy schedule, taking candy out of the mouths of other babies to reply to my query. She wondered whether he could expand on his answer at all. All the while, she's having to do this whilst restraining Jess, who wants to know if Barry thinks this is a fucking game. I hope your tomato plant dies, Barry! This is the temperament that I'm dealing with. And when your emotions run so hot, it can make dealing with social media very difficult, and it can make the academic persona more of an act. So I want to empathise with people online. I don't want to be clinical and observe them from distance. I want to be sad and silly and stupid alongside them. And I found that sometimes acting as if I have to have an academic persona can get in the way of actual sentiment, because I'm really passionate about my research. And I know that social media is problematic, but I think it's a remarkable phenomenon, if I could say phenomenon. Anyhow, I think it's remarkable that. And there's things happening with young audiences that is really fantastic. And I saw a moment like this recently. Somebody put a text post online that said something along the lines of, so you think you're a 90s kid? Don't you mean sad adult? Saddled is a technical term, I believe. And there'd been a lot of discussion online about why this idea, the term saddled, had resonated with so many people. And someone had commented somewhere along the way and said, well, it's because there was so much technological advancement when we were growing up. It made us feel like our childhoods were much simpler than they actually were. It makes us feel like we've lost something. And I jumped in at this point because I could see where social media fit into this dynamic. Because how do you expect somebody in their formative years to have any idea of their place in the world when the world seems to be changing so rapidly around them? How you can't just microwave a childhood and expect something to come out a fully functioning adult. So this is where I think social media came in, particularly for young people, in that they move to these spaces to be able to plug the gaps in their identities, to write their own narratives. So I put this online, and for the next hour I was in turmoil because I knew I'd crossed that line. This wasn't academic Jessica. There was no validity to anything I was saying whatsoever other than a gut feeling. And more than that, it was bitter. I was sad and I was angry while I was writing this, and you could tell. So I spent ages just hovering over my phone with my finger over the delete button thinking, I should delete this. It's not professional. But at the same time, it is me. And where does the book stop? So after what felt like an age, I heard my phone buzz on the table. So I went and I picked it up. Barry likes this.